Dragon Drop Podcast.
What's poppin', YouTube? It's Huge Power Marshall. We're back with another episode. I hope you guys are excited. This is episode 19 of the Huge Power Marshall podcast. Just kidding. It's the Dragon Drop Podcast. 19 episodes in. That's 19 weeks almost in a row that we drop on Fridays at 12:15, bringing you the most hot content on this side of America. This is the news. You need to find your news here with us on Fridays. You go to Taco Bell for your lunch. You're putting the pod on, and then you're tuning in to know what the haps are going on in your city, in your country, in your mind. We dive deep into either your subconscious, your self-conscious, your super conscious nature. It's insane.
Okay. All right. Well,
that was it.
It's
beautiful.
It's still like the first week of August, right? Or second week? I don't know. It's hot out, huh?
How about that weather, bro? Dude, yeah, so last month of summer, dude, and then it's fall, and it all goes to shit, man. Then we're inside all the time, and I hate myself because I'm inside no more. Fuck.
I caught a fish today. I went outside.
Was it a PB?
Ooh.
Every single time. No, it was one of the smallest I've caught in a long time.
Did you take a nibble?
I did not.
Ooh.
It got
you nibble, bro.
That's disease.
Snack.
Dude, if you watch the Weather Channel in South American countries, it's always super hot babes with like spandex like dresses, and I mean it's the home of the BBL, so you know they're stacked. But they know how to do the weather in the South America. I don't want to see a guy in a suit making jokes about sports.
They pull the guy in the suit out when it's serious. When they got the hurricanes coming, the hot babes go away and they get the dudes out and they look right at you. But most of the time, the weather in Mexico doesn't change much. You know, it's like weather in Arizona. It doesn't even you don't even know how to do weather.
They just say muy caliente.
Dude, I noticed like one of the stations in Arizona, and I was saying they don't really need to know how to do weather. They show feet. Okay, it's like one of the only green screens I've seen where they show feet, so the meteorologist has to wear heels.
What do you mean they show feet?
Like
they
usually,
on the feet?
Usually on the green screen, it cuts off like a little bit under your nuts or like a little bit like near your knees. The way I like to frame it is like an inch off the top, and at the bottom is their nuts.
You keep the dick in the shot. Why not cut above the cock so that it's not in the shot?
I don't know. I just think it's a good spot. Like if I'm doing a regular MCU, I like to do the bottom of the shot. Like when the suit closes, I like to have the bottom of the shot on that V. It's kind of like it's like the nuts of the chest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Legs don't even exist, you know?
No. But yeah, at this Arizona station, they do.
When you're doing the news, because you've done the news for a long time, has there ever been any accidental like boners or like erect nipples or like situations where you're like, ooh, this is
pan away?
Nothing
like
ever
sexual.
Like bad sexual. I know one like there's like on the camera control system, the button that does the fade to do like a zoom is right next to the button that zooms in to do focus. Okay, so if you fat finger it instead of doing your move that you preset, it'll just zoom in all the way. And one time I hit that and it zoomed into an anchor's boobs, but
nice.
It wasn't that bad. It was like clear.
It's only a good thing, so
right. At least once a week, hit the boob shot. Honestly, your ratings will go up.
They couldn't get lower, but we're doing fine. We just had our election show.
Our pod might have better ratings than your news.
I think our episodes get more views than our YouTube videos on the news do. Yeah.
Holy crap!
There's more subscribers to your channel, probably. So
it's around the same, actually.
Oh,
we are the news.
We're the news.
Yep.
So, Bill, man, what's going on in the background right now? I see you got something.
A candle.
Living situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna have somebody sleeping here in my gaming room here soon. My brother's coming to town, and he actually I'm having a bunch of people Saturday, but my lady's been prepping for like 3 weeks, driving me crazy, and she listens to the pod. And I've told her 5 times that you're driving me crazy. She's outside doing stuff for the family. I'm like, I grew up in a dirty house. All they're gonna say is like, oh, it's really clean here, and you spent 3 weeks cleaning, and they're not gonna think about it again. Like,
Yeah.
the house was clean before you started cleaning. And I can hear her in my head right now. She's saying, no, it wasn't.
Dude, hey, that's not something to complain about, man.
That she's cleaning. I know.
You don't have to do it.
Yeah, honestly, that's pretty sweet.
That's
I do
the better
like,
side of the extreme, honestly. So you
She'll
could have a neckbeard nest, but you don't.
Oh,
this is true.
A
But you
neckbeard
don't.
nest, you say?
Yeah, what is a neckbeard nest? For all the people out there listening that's never heard.
I've
the
learned
euphemism.
about it on 4chan,
I
like your
haven't
gaming setup.
been on 4chan for a
Everyone
while.
had cool gaming setups, and it was just like a trash pile.
All right, this
Or
is
like
the
a
top
basement.
post.
So let's break it up. Let's break this down. What a neckbeard nest is. So what's a neckbeard?
A neckbeard is
A
someone
Redditor,
who
anyone
does,
that goes on
it's-
Reddit,
okay, that's a story.
Bazinga.
It's anybody who like doesn't
Oh.
doesn't groom themselves. Really, it's a man who doesn't groom his beard. It's the
Okay.
type of guy that will do a load of laundry and leave it in there for 15 hours before he puts it in the dryer, so it smells bad. Like there's
Oh,
a
okay.
specific smell.
And then he gets the laundry out and it goes in a clean pile. And then there's a dirty pile. Or
No, I mean
Dirty everywhere.
like they'll run the washing machine and then not move those clothes into the
Mildewy.
dryer for a full day.
It's got a little sour stench. All right.
that definitely used to be me.
That's-
And I don't do my laundry, so it's not me anymore.
there you go, man. But this guy this is his 17-year-old brother's room. This is impressive. You can't actually see the floor.
Is this room a closet? What the fuck?
He's got some post-it notes on his chair. I'm gonna go ahead and skip this one. Okay. This one what? There's no computer.
It's a few parts lazy, a few parts
It's like-
depression.
Mm-hmm.
That one's clean.
Yeah. What is
Oh, it's
this,
a
man?
transformation.
I don't like that.
That's the after shot. We don't like clean. We want the dirty. Oh, here we go.
Okay, this
That's
is a
just someone
before and
with
after.
kids.
This is a okay. Wait. They said they started cleaning up. I can't tell.
That one's not that bad. There's like
These
some
are just people with kids, and you got kids that are throwing shit everywhere, dude.
Yeah,
That's
that one's not
standard.
bad.
Like, come on.
What drink
do
is this?
do top the past year
Yeah, do the top.
so that we can see the legit ones.
Short top year. All right. That's a lot
That's
to do.
not
It'd
a
be like-
brown sheet, is what it says.
It's-
It'd
so
be
it
like
was a white
Asmongold's
sheet.
house.
oh my god.
You ever look at Asmongold's setup? That's basically it.
I
right
feel like Asmongold's doing it at this point, like just to show that he can. You know,
because it's funny.
he doesn't need to be like that. He chooses to be.
I mean, he needs to be himself, and he is. So
I'm starting to think
This-
he's getting a little weird, to be honest.
This picture's funny
now he's
because
getting weird.
it's this nasty bed with you can't even sleep on this. It's trash. There's literally 15 styrofoam plates stacked up with I'm sure food, and then there's a Louis Vuitton bag in the bottom of the picture. Like that is American consumerism at its finest. Just like you can't even pick your room up. It's probably fake, but still, just to try and flex like your Louis Vuitton, and you can't even sleep in your bed.
You're not even going to mention the plywood on the wall behind it. Why is there plywood just behind the headboard? There isn't plywood over here.
And
Alright.
the trash is literally piled up to the side of the bed. Like, so there's 3 feet deep of trash to where you could roll off your bed and not hit the ground because it's literally just trash level with the bed.
Like this looks so easy to clean up too.
Like a couple garbage bags.
Yeah, this is like be like 3 garbage bags in like 10 minutes done.
Crazy.
It's like the realtors go to do a showing, and they just don't clean up, so their place is just trash. And they're like, "Well,
Oh my god. Okay, this one, this guy actually isn't. I don't think it counts as a neckbeard nest if you're actually in China. Right? Like the outside isn't any better than the inside here.
You could be clean.
It's this one.
Ooh.
what incentive is there for cleanliness?" So it's not that great.
Pride and mental health.
Yeah, but I mean, comfort is filth.
Everybody's
so.
favorite philosopher, Kermit the Frog, Jordan Peterson. He says to clean your room.
Yep.
Clean your room. And you're a lobster. Clean your room. Okay.
What the fuck?
Hey, you know what I'm talking about, Bill.
I do.
You're a lobster. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he basically just like explains like everyone's thought process like through like the metaphor of how lobsters think or some shit, right? It's like your
Wow. I need to catch up.
your caveman brain. Yeah, these are
Your
bad.
id.
These are bad. All right. Why are we talking about these again? this is gross.
That was a good segue into Neckbeard Nest. I can't remember even where we were.
Oh, these bottles of piss.
BBLs.
Look at all the weed.
This was a good story. So I do have a younger brother, and when I was a kid, one time I left a cup of piss on his nightstand, and he drank it. He thought it was orange or apple juice. He sipped the piss.
Why would he
I was
drink?
probably like 8.
Why would he drink anything that he didn't put there, though, man? That's on him, right?
I mean, when you
That's-
pick it up, it's not that much time before you're sipping it, so you don't get the chance to waft it or anything. You just think, oh, that's a good drink. I'm thirsty, and
Bill,
then you
you're-
find out.
You're saying you left an uncapped cup of piss though on a nightstand?
It like a little kid's cup that's like 8 ounces. I don't like. It couldn't have even been a full piss. It was probably like I was probably pranking, and I did like half a squirt of piss in there, so it's like this much piss. That's definitely not a full piss.
That's why you're stopping the stream. We know. Yeah, we figured that out.
Dude, I've definitely been, peeing in bottles before, and you're getting to the top, and you have to pinch off and find some other container to get into.
Did I ever tell you guys about the time I drove back from I think it was Columbus with Z-Mac, driving his Civic, and he peed. I think he peed 7 times in the car in bottles on the way. It was
You're
3
making him
hours.
nervous,
3 hour
dude.
drive. 3 hour drive.
You can't pull over, can't stop.
7 times though. He used every cup in the car, man. Oh God. All right. Let's segue to this, Stan. What the hell?
Yeah, this is a new fashion for men because men need to take care of themselves and not have neckbeard nests and such.
I thought about this.
So-
This is like a Spanx for men, right?
It's like a corset for men. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
sounds
you're
pretty
just for
nice.
hiding your gut. What's wrong with that, man?
So
So it's-
you care about your shape.
It's boxer briefs, but then it's also like almost up to your nipples, so it sucks in your gut.
Keeps you all nice and tight. You can wear that with a wife beater. That'd be a look. You know?
You know what's discriminatory about this model, honestly, is
Like-
that he's not fat. He's like hot and ripped, and it's like these are for fat loads.
No, it only goes to
I'm
size
sorry,
2X, man.
overweight people.
It only goes to 2X. That's not even that fat. My coworker just came in, I think it was like a couple days ago, wearing the biggest hoodie I've ever seen. I asked if it was a 5X. It was an 8X. Okay, they go far beyond 2X. 2X it might as well be an American medium plus. Okay,
Can you imagine a man that wears a small orders these? Like, what does that even
can you
mean?
imagine a man that wears a small?
Right.
Twink.
Like who?
That is wild.
Maybe Tim Pool. Okay.
That didn't take long.
No, it didn't. Okay, this guy's got cool tats though, huh? Look at that. It's a little guy,
Oh, it's
Oh.
Egyptian. That is pretty cool.
little bird. You guys know your Egyptian gods?
Ra.
Okay. Everyone knows?
Tutankhamun.
What about Osiris?
The shoes.
The skate shoes? No, not the skate shoes.
Oh.
The Egyptian god of death.
Ooh,
Oh.
I'm not sure I want to be in his presence or her.
He's
their,
like the
them.
Egyptian version of like remember what's the guy in Christianity that meets you at the pearly gates? Peter? I know you know.
Does
Dan.
he?
Dan,
I
go-
don't know.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Yes. Come on. You guys both went to Catholic school, you said, right? Like little bits.
Yeah, but it doesn't make me a priest. Not.
It makes
it's
you
like,
know who
shit.
meets you at the gates.
I'm Googling it.
Yeah.
Oh, St. Peter.
There you
Felix
go.
knows.
So you knew it, and then you're harassing me. Shit.
Oh, because I know you like I think of people that are Catholics as people that like know far deeper Christianity lore than the average person. Because you like have to like write down like verses and shit.
I had classes about all the lore in
I didn't.
high school because I went to a Catholic high school. But does that mean I paid attention?
I mean,
No.
I had
Did I still
fucking
get
Veggie
A's?
Tales, man.
Yeah.
I learned-
VeggieTales the goat. VeggieTales the goat.
I just remember peace be with you and also with you. and all the
Yeah.
old people that sit in the front because they're gonna die soon, and they're like, "Gotta repent before I die."
I must
Spend the rest of my
remember them
time in church.
just shaking. Those old
I'm
people.
surprised nobody
just
ever died in church growing up. Like the ambulance never came once. I went to church every week until I was 18. Nobody's ever dying in church.
You were
That's
going
wild.
to church in high school?
It was a fight every week with my mom once I became a teenager. And sometimes I would rebel so hard that I'd be grounded for 4 weeks because I refused to go to church. I was grounded until I was 18, like 6 months. And then I turned 18. Just before I was 18, my dad was laughing at my mom. They were divorced at this point because she was trying to ground me, and I was basically a man at that point, and he's just laughing at her like, "You're trying to ground him?" Yeah, it couldn't keep me down.
My parents did not believe in grounding at all. I was grounded for maybe 3-4 days of my entire childhood.
Damn.
Like,
I would get grounded a whole summer.
what does that even mean, though?
Fuck,
Like, is that just an
yeah.
excuse for them not to have to drive you anywhere? Like,
You get a curfew now.
what does it mean for you?
it
to be... That's too long.
Well, I couldn't go out and hang out with like people on the block, and couldn't go to like my friend's house overnight, and yeah, just couldn't see my friends really.
Damn.
But I would disobey, and then I would keep doing it like blatantly, just to to be stubborn. And but they always tell me this story about when I was a kid that my dad brought home a candy bar, and I was like, I don't want it. I don't want the candy bar. He's like, I'm gonna feed it to the dog. He's like, good. Or I'm like, good, feed it to the dog. And so we like gave the dog my candy bar as a little, like 4 years old. Let the dog eat my candy bar because I was stubborn. Because
Was the dog okay?
Yeah, he probably didn't actually feed it to the dog, but just like too much stubbornness for a little kid. that I can't eat the candy bar because I want to be,
I don't think that's
Gotta
that
have
bad,
it your
man.
way.
You like what? You didn't eat some candy? Who cares?
Okay, sure. I remember we'd always get on the roof. Our bedroom window was out onto the garage roof, and I'm like
Hell yeah.
4, and my brother's like 3, and we would get naked. There's a whole movie of us naked in the backyard, and my brother's like squatting to take a shit. My dad's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Nothing," and he's like, "Go get your clothes," and there's like videos of us trying to figure out whose clothes are who. And yeah, we'd be up on the roof naked, and we'd be peeking out over the garage, and you'd pull into the cul-de-sac, and you could see just these 2 little naked boys jumping through the window to get back in because dad's coming home. And
Did you shit on the roof too, or no?
I don't think we shat on the roof, but I remember we would throw all of our underwear over the fence into the neighbor's pool, and like they would throw some back, and they're like Power Ranger underwear. Dude, I remember putting nails underneath my neighbor's tires at 5 years old.
Wow, dude.
And they were the ones that gave us candy. The other ones, we would throw rocks over the over the fence and hit their car. I remember we called a taxi out of the phone book for the neighbor we didn't like. I called the taxi. I said, "Go to this address." I'm 5 years old.
5. You ordered a taxi.
For the neighbor I didn't like.
Someone had to pay for that, right? Like, what happened? You know what?
They probably just didn't even. Yeah, they didn't show up because I'm like a little squeaker.
Little 5-year-old. Oh my god. Huh. All right. So you've been watching X-Files, huh?
Yep. I think. Well, I don't want to share this too publicly because they might be listening, but I have your login
Oh no.
for HBO, and
It's on Max.
I think it's either Hulu or Max. Those are the 2 I have from you.
I've watched
They're like the
I've
same
watched
thing,
it on Netflix and on Hulu.
Oh no, Disney and Hulu is the same thing.
Is it at least HD?
Yeah, it's good quality.
Okay, because like there's sometimes they have it. It's like fucking 4:3 with the bars on the side and whatever. It looks so much worse, but
It's HD.
crazy.
I would know if it wasn't. That would bug the shit out of
dude,
me.
have you seen the episode yet where the guy has like a twin that lives on his gut that comes off in the middle of the night to kill people?
No, that sounds sweet.
It's the carnival episode. Okay.
I thought nothing happens in X-Files.
Dude, tons
I
X-Files.
might be interested.
It's
now.
like
tons of
OG. Yeah, it's like OG mystery show, but like like not conspiracy theories, but the X-Files. The whole idea is that I can't remember what his name is.
Fox Mulder,
Fox
David
Mulder.
Duchovny?
He's like a really good investigator, FBI agent,
But-
but he wants to be in the basement of the FBI office, and then he has all the files that are like, the throwaway stuff that is like, oh, this is conspiracy or this is bullshit, and then it's all these really weird stories about aliens or
Okay.
The one I just
Watermelon people.
The premise of the show, Dan, is there's two FBI agents. They work on what are called X-Files, which are supernatural cases. All right. Fox Mulder, he's like the guy that is the believer. He believes in every single one of them. But Dana Scully, his partner, who's like a 27-year-old fresh agent who was like a former doctor for a little bit or some shit. She is the skeptic. Doesn't believe in any of them. Like no matter what. Like eventually she gets fucking abducted, and then like a couple episodes later she's back to not believing in aliens again. It's good though. It's good. There's a couple movies, like the production value is great. There's like an episode about every type of creature. Like there's like a vampire episode, a Sasquatch episode, like a Loch Ness monster episode. There's everything.
We watched the AI episode, which was interesting. That there's an AI built into this building that started killing people, and it's like, whoa, here we are, 2024, and we got ChatGPT, not killing people yet, but maybe.
ChatGPT's over, dude. The bubble has popped. Okay.
There's a bunch of other ones though.
But there's a lot of episodes of the show. The first 9 seasons have over 20 episodes each. But
That's crazy.
I've only
Holy
watched
shit.
the first 5.
Are they like 40 mins?
Well, yeah, they're hour-long episodes, so they're like 42 to
Holy
44.
shit.
But
Nutty.
like the first 5 seasons in the movie are better than like the rest of it.
Mm.
I don't want to spoil much, but like eventually it's no longer Fox Mulder. They replace him with the guy that played the Metal Terminator in T2.
I have no idea.
Come on,
Okay.
man. T1000.
I didn't even see Terminator 1.
This guy,
Whoa.
T1000.
He looks German.
He's not German.
Doesn't he kind of look German?
He becomes the X-Files. He kind of replaces Mulder later on. Hey, Mulder comes back for these last 2 seasons, so he's not dead, all right? Okay.
Oh, in 2008. Holy cow.
What? No, it was
Or
2016. Yeah, they came back in 2016 and did 2 more seasons.
Whoa, that's wild.
So like they're like way older. But you can see like nobody watched that last season.
Ooh, that
The
was
show-
when TV was falling off. Everyone was on YouTube. Not TikTok yet, maybe, but
Yeah, streaming.
I really do think like 2016 is like the when everyone moved off from TV. Probably 2016.
Yeah, pandemic forced.
No, everything is
I started
before or
watching
after.
Lost.
It's before or after
Ooh.
the summer of Pokemon Go. Okay, so you measure like the Pokemon Go, then the next era began
The
after
cultural
COVID.
shift.
Dude, there was a cultural shift after Obama. All right, there was. What you been watching? What'd you say?
Lost.
how many
This show's
episodes?
so funny. I don't know. Probably like 4 or 5. I've seen that up to like season 2, but it's hilarious. Just like
It's so good.
Lost is pretty good, except for like the middle seasons, because it was during the writer's strike.
Oh.
I've seen seasons 1, 2, and 6. So I watched the whole last season, and the first 2 seasons. So, but like I know, like in season 3 or 4, they like send in a boat of more people. Okay, there's just like a bunch of new characters that come in on a boat, and then eventually they leave the island. Right, and then they go back. Okay.
I binged the whole thing, and I just wasn't disappointed in anything. Except for maybe the end's kind of a
The
little
ending?
bit like anticlimactic, kind of like it's a little bit like Game of Thrones, where it's like, okay, I guess you had to end it somehow.
It's closer to Donnie Darko.
Okay, it's been a while since I watched that, but Donnie Darko was like a movie that shaped my teenage mind. That it's like, these ideas. I've never had these ideas before. This is so like,
I don't even know what that shit is.
You've never seen
never-
Donnie Darko is like a 2001 Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
I
But
know there's like a mask or
I
something.
can't
maybe.
even explain the movie without spoiling.
It's like a rabbit mask, right? That's like
the
a
movie's
thing.
23 years old. You can spoil it.
Okay, it opens up with like a meteor hitting like right next to their house, but in the end, you realize the meteor actually killed him. Like the movie, it didn't actually happen.
It's like
They,
Lost.
they love doing that in shows.
He doesn't
and
know how
movies.
it's like Lost,
The Sixth
though, yet.
Sense. Like the Sixth Sense. He was dead anyways.
It was obvious
Oh,
he was dead though. He
It
got
was a movie
shot
about
right
a dead
away.
guy. They love doing that.
I don't know. I feel like if you watch Lost and you didn't or not Lost, if you watched Sixth Sense and didn't realize Bruce Willis was dead, you were not paying attention. It's like
Yeah,
no
but
one
you can recover from a stomach shot, right?
but like his
hope.
wife is like alone and she's like locked
Yeah.
off where he used to be, and like when he's having conversations with Haley Joel Osment's
Ignoring
mom, she doesn't even respond to him like at all. Like I thought it was
Yeah.
pretty obvious. That
This is. Oh,
well,
go ahead.
that's
I'm
actually
changing
one
the
of
topic.
the first roles of you see right here.
You're covering up your
Oh.
other poster with
She-
that.
She's the little girl that's throwing up in the blanket fort that's dead.
Okay, out of the OC, now in my older years, I think I might be going with Seth Cohen's mom, even though she might have been a little bit floozy.
Yeah, was she like an alcohol? I don't really remember that character.
I think she was a bit of a wino.
she was the
but-
rich one because like Sandy Cohen was not a really rich lawyer because he like worked to help kids and whatnot, right?
Right. I was a Summer.
Oh, see,
I
Summer?
didn't like Marissa. I liked Summer.
Well, there's nothing to like about Marissa.
Yeah, she was a bitch.
My favorite character is like easily Adam Brody, but I also
Mine too.
liked Ryan though. In the end, he had a good arc. The final episode, because if you
Yep.
you watch the OC, then you watch like Southland, you can pretend they're the same character, and he gets older, and becomes a cop in South LA.
Oh, that makes
It's
sense.
got 3 or 4 seasons. It was a pretty good cop show. And then he upgrades to like lieutenant when he becomes Jim Gordon in Gotham. It's like the character arc of what's his name, Ben McKenzie.
So riddle me this.
Speaking of
we,
Batman.
I'm thinking about the past again. Okay, my parents are still together. All the kids are still around. We live in the same house, and we go on a family camping trip.
This is
And,
pre 9/11.
no, this was after 9/11
Ooh.
because we were in Michigan, and we had a van, no camper. We camp in a tent.
What kind of
right?
van? Dodge?
It was a Ford Windstar.
Oh.
It was maroon. And so we drive, it might have been 2 hours, 3 hours to get to the camp spot, and it was rustic camping. And what happened was we all went to bed, and my mom woke up in the middle of the night. Yeah, like probably the 5th picture over. It wasn't with the, yep, like that.
Nice.
So a good looking van. My mom wakes up in the middle of the night and like just has this feeling that she needs to go check the house.
That's OCD.
And right, like OCD. But she goes back, and I had a gecko pet at the time. And if you have a gecko, they have like a heating lamp. And for some reason, the lamp was on. So I had made, or my brother had made this like a piggy bank, but out of wood. And the lamp wasn't on the gecko chamber; it was on the wood. And she went into the house, and there was smoke, and like
Holy
the house
shit.
the house could have burned down. What was that compelled her to drive all the way back to check the house on a whim? What is that?
That's the Lord.
Subconscious. She could have saw it or something.
That makes sense.
I mean, that's like the most reasonable, but there are those instances where you have a feeling about something that's that strong and you have like no actual connection with it. There's been a lot of shit like that, but
Is it a miracle? It's
But
unexplainable.
like, did
intuition.
she like
Right.
often do that, or was it like a one-time thing?
She is not OCD by nature. I don't see her as being very OCD. So and she'll tell this story about how that being really weird that she just had that need to go back and check. And
That's
I just,
crazy.
It wasn't like I hate the campsite. I need to go back. I need to get out of here for. That's like
No.
2-hour drive there, 2-hour back.
And we only had
That's
one
a big
car. She
deal.
had to come back and get us.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
left. She took the car, so you guys were just trapped in the woods.
Yeah.
Man, crazy.
So
we almost got trapped in the woods once in a van too, man. We had got the brand new 2001-ish Toyota Sienna.
ooh.
Remember,
Good car.
I don't know if you remember that car. We called it the Amani War Van.
It was tan. It was tan.
Amani.
No, I think it was dark green.
Oh damn.
I think, yeah. But it had that automatic sliding door, dude. But we like brought it up
Oh, that
camping
was
north,
legit.
and like we like drove on a dirt, like a dirt sand road. And the middle of the road was like the middle of like the center part of the road was too high up, so like the car got stuck on the sand. And we almost got the car stuck there a month after buying it. Or
Were you
less.
digging out or?
I don't remember, man. I don't remember how we got out of it, but I do remember my dad shitting on a log. I also remember seeing a wolf during
No
that trip.
shit.
Yeah, it was just kind of
Nature,
like
man.
standing in the middle of the road, like 100 yards away.
Dude, there was one time
Rare.
I was in, which I guess this has happened a handful of times. I was out somewhere in northern Michigan, might have been in the UP, and I was with my lady, and I had to shit, and there's not easy public bathrooms around, so I remember we pulled over, and it was by a river, and there was like an overpass bridge, and I was shitting next to the overpass. And then as I'm shitting, there's a snake by me that's slithering along, and I'm freaking out, and I'm taking a huge shit because you don't just shit if you have to take a little shit. It was like I got serious
Got to finish it.
log. Yeah. And I don't remember how I wiped, but I must have, because obviously taking a huge shit and not wiping and pulling your pants up is gonna fuck you up. So I'm sure I wiped, maybe with napkins
Unless
or
it was a
something.
no wiper, dude, and that would have been sick.
Right?
Got to be a good feeling having a no wiper in the woods, man.
I remember me and Dan went camping in the UP a couple years ago, and I had to shit, and we were rustic camping, and I just walked down the sand dune a ways, and I just dug a little hole like a dog, shit a big log into the hole, and just like covered it back up with sand like a cat. It was sweet.
How'd you wipe your ass that time?
I don't even know that you did that. That's funny.
It was leaves.
Oh, dude.
It was leaves.
How's that, man? That's got to cause infections and shit.
I don't know. You just gotta, it's better than having shit on your ass because there's no showers.
Dude, Lidge, how was the Kitty and Paul Bunyan statue? Did you touch
We
him?
weren't able to ride the little boat at Kitchen to Kippy, but we like went there twice, hoping to. We went there, then left, and then came
Damn.
back, and there was even more people there the second time. But we got to
Holy
like,
shit.
and my dog was kind of freaking out, so like I carried her up to like the edge, and like so we like kind of took some pictures by the actual water.
What and where is Kitchen-to-Kippy?
Kitchen to Kippy is about 20 minutes northwest of Manistee, which Manistee.
Where is Manistee?
Manistee. Let's see, Manistee.
Did you get pasties?
Yes, we got them on the way back. Got a couple of them.
Did you take my advice?
We went to one that was moderately shitty.
Did you get gravy?
Yes. Okay, this is Manistee. All right, this is Michigan. This is where I'm at. This is all my fishing spots. Okay,
Dang.
but Manistee, moderately big town. We stayed here at the right here at the Comfort
That
Inn.
looks pretty sweet, actually.
We stayed at the Comfort Inn next to the Big Boy.
Nice.
And we ended up on the last night walking out to this lighthouse right here, which is a pretty fucking long walk. You park like right here, and then you walk all the way over here.
A good walk.
It's a long period. Yeah.
That's where I proposed that, which you guys probably
No
don't even know because
shit.
neither of you are on Facebook. So so yeah, I am
Dan
engaged
asked about it.
Yeah,
Dan
but
asked about it.
Yeah, I was like, this is it. Felix doing it right now.
you're right, dude. I was. But yeah,
Nice.
this is the Paul
We
Bunyan
can't just
statue.
gloss over that.
Yes, we can. Okay.
We gotta get back to that.
The Paul Bunyan statue was right here. I got a picture
Ooh.
with him.
That was a good pick.
Famous. I thought it'd be larger. Dude. That's like the
He was-
size of the.
I'd say he
one
was
story.
maybe 12 feet tall. But Kitchen to Kippy
Should've climbed
is like here's Manistee, right? And we drove around over here and then up right here to Kitchen to Kippy. It's literally just this little tiny pond.
Oh, it's tiny.
Yes. It's
Weird.
It's awesome looking though. It's like this really, really light bluish green. There are a bunch of like lake trout in there you could see.
It's a spring-fed something or other, or what's the deal with it?
Natural spring.
Yes, it's a natural spring that's like always 42 degrees.
Huh.
So it's pretty cool. But we didn't get to ride this little guy because my dog wouldn't stop freaking out.
Hmm.
So, but I got to see it. But we also went up to to Munising, where Pictured Rocks is at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And we ended up going up. I'm trying to figure out where it was. Right here, this scenic tournament, and that's a nice little view up there.
Oh, yeah.
This is not what it was. More like this, but
Man, people are sleeping on the UP, that's for sure.
Dude,
Yeah,
you did some traveling for a 2-nighter.
I mean, it wasn't really that much. It was like it was only about 5:45 to get up there, and then from Manistee to Kitchen to Kippy was under half an hour. It was
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the craziest thing we saw though, dude, on the way back from Munising, going back to Kitchen to Kippy again, there were 2 red Teslas on a dirt road, like driving almost side by side. Okay, they were like, it was just like in the middle of nowhere, man. Like literally, let me show this here. It was like, okay, here's Munising, here's Kitchen to Kippy. It was like right here, okay, on this dirt road in the middle of nowhere, 2 Teslas. I don't know if they were like self-driving or what, but it was weird.
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah, didn't expect to see any Teslas up there, but yeah, it's a good
The,
time.
Tesla proving grounds up there, actually.
Mm.
Now you know.
That was my first time going to the UP. I didn't realize that it only cost.
You saw some nice spots.
Oh my god, there's a town right here called Dick.
I knew about that one.
Okay.
Dick, Michigan.
Dick, Michigan, huh? Okay.
That's where we're going to send all the illegal migrants.
I think we okay, all right. Oh, dude, honestly, the population of the UP is like 300K, right? They could use some. That's like including the prison population and all the students at Northern Michigan. Pretty low.
You get them up there, chop down your own trees, build your own houses, figure it out. Land of opportunity.
I don't think it's pretty expensive up there for like how poor everybody
The
is.
winters, dude.
I know.
GG.
And that is the thing about up there is in the winter you need to have snowmobiles because like you won't be able to get around.
Yeah.
A lot of people have snowmobiles like at their house to drive to work.
Which means it's really not that cheap to live up there.
Yeah.
And like what jobs are
it's
you doing
poor.
up there?
Yeah, the thing about the UP is that it was logging and mining, and those industries have kind of gotten shit on. So
the
it's
mining's
just really
coming
poor.
back. Mining's coming
Is
back.
it?
I think so.
What?
I would like to own a mine, not work in a mine. So
You want to be okay. You want to be the guy making everyone die in the mine, not the not the one dying.
yeah, maybe I just won't be in the mine business.
Yes.
I don't think my what is it, my disposition? I don't think I can handle all the weight of seeing my workers leave with emphysema and then die and their kids are there at the hospital and I have to watch. You know, I'm not that heartless.
Hey,
but I also don't want to work in the mine and die.
You're a job provider, man.
You don't want to employ miners. Got it.
Yeah, I don't want to employ miners unless they're AI robots.
Yeah, but the AI robots don't have those nimble fingers like the children. You know?
Okay.
The ones that are like mining in South Africa for the
Yeah, they'll find
cobalt.
the blood diamonds.
No, not
I'll
even
have
blood
a
diamonds,
robot.
man.
A child robot. A robot that's modeled like a child to have, you know, and built
Salad
special
finger hands.
for mining that can just really grab a gem like this.
Dude, our like you guys, you're using an iPhone now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dan
that
is.
that iPhone is made with child slavery in Congo, mining
Sweet.
cobalt.
That's why it's so
their
cheap.
their nimble fingers are better at getting the the cobalt than adults.
They made too many. They're like, we need to sell these on a discount. We made too many.
I don't think
Worked
that's a thing. What do you
If
mean?
there weren't the mines,
Got it for $200.
so if there weren't the mines for the children to mine the minerals for Dan's iPhone, what would they do for money and food? They would probably die. So is the mine better than dying?
The children yearn for the mines. They need the mines. I don't know, man. Maybe they would survive beyond 25 or something.
I think we need more McDonald's in Africa. You put a McDonald's in the middle of a hut town? Are you kidding me?
Did we look this
A
up?
Happy Meal, dude? These people never been happier than having a Happy Meal.
I think at trivia one night there was it was asking what country in Africa had the most McDonald's. And there's no McDonald's in Kenya, which is crazy because it's one of the bigger countries.
Huge opportunity. And I'm not bringing McDonald's there. I'm thinking we were talking about shawarma, but not shawarma. Like a Jimmy John's. Not quite right. What are we thinking?
I mean, what's the food culture though? Different McDonald's, different locations has a very vast differently menu set up. So,
I mean, there's
Little
no
Caesars.
they'd probably have year-round McRibs in Kenya if they had it.
it's I feel like they have a moderately bigger Muslim population. They don't eat any pork, so you can't have the McRib.
I didn't know McRib was actually made out of pork. I thought it was just
Is what else?
Well, it's a
Tastes
Mick
like a
Water
pork.
Buffalo rib.
What the hell? What?
It's a Mick Water Buffalo rib. It's not a Mick Pork rib.
Water buffalo in Africa, yes.
It's the bit about the barbecue sauce. It's a
Like the
vessel
one-
for the sauce.
It's made by the same ones that killed Mufasa.
Can you pull up a picture of a water buffalo? Because the way that their helmet is, it's like a really nice middle part. I think it's a water. Yeah. That second picture.
Yeah, these
That one, yeah.
these guys killed Mufasa in the
Dude.
Lion King.
Look at that skull cap, dude. That's insane. It's like a really nice hair, but it's just really hard. It's like a 1800s or a 1700s president of the United States hair, like with those wigs they would wear. It's like that.
Okay.
They need to bring those back, probably.
Water buffaloes. What's the
Dude,
term?
we
Is this-
should. We need them for the pod. We should get 1700s presidential wigs for the pod and wear them every week. We'd honestly
they
probably.
wore those because
And the
they had
poofy
lice.
chests.
Who? Poofy chest?
Everybody had lice back then, so that's the reason, right?
Wood teeth.
You know they
and,
still wear those wigs in the UK in their courts.
the Parliament.
I'm gonna say that's gay,
Look at this.
even though I was just advocating for us to do it.
Dude, it's like you have old grandma hair.
Look at this. This
You,
is
like,
ridiculous.
To have old grandma hair.
That's
sweet.
hilarious.
But why? Why do they still do it?
For the culture, dude.
Yeah,
It
the
means they're
culture.
serious. If you're serious about law, you're
It
getting
looks-
the perm
it
white
looks-
wigs.
Ridiculous.
It's
Means
like a
you know what
hat.
you're doing.
It's like a yarmulke, but for the judicial courts.
But what does it add?
Oh wait, look at the lady in the bottom right in that
Yeah,
picture.
she doesn't even have one on. Neither does this
She
guy.
has one naturally.
You can't have one of these.
Working
naturally.
on it.
Like this you can't take this guy seriously.
That's true. He goes home at night and takes a big shit.
Look at these guys. High court judge. Man,
It's like lamb fur on your head.
Lamper. Is that a Pokemon?
Oh, I got a good question.
No, like fur of lamb.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Like-
sense.
Sheep fur.
Renaissance fair. What character do you identify with? In Renaissance times, what archetype do you identify with?
What are the options, man? Like fucking field laborer.
There's knight. There's prince. There's bard. There's drunkard. Peasants. You
Probably
already
a
know what I
peasant,
am.
man.
I'm a peasant.
I'm probably trying not to work, sleeping in like a barrel.
That's a
chilling.
little
Just
bit
like
drunkard.
modern day, dude. We're peasants.
We are.
Yeah.
It's really weird because we're like low for America, but we live in these drywall palaces,
Yeah.
and I can go to the store and get 15 bushels of grapes. You know what I mean? Like grapes was probably a luxury. You probably never had them if you were a peasant back in the day.
Dude, but you know what
I
you
just
did
don't-
have as a peasant back in the day, man? Your knight that you lived on the feudal land of some knight or lord. That knight or lord would go fight in wars for you instead of you. Can you imagine that shit now? Like,
So the higher ups went and
Yeah.
fought the wars, and
Yes.
the peasants stayed back and banged the wenches.
they grew shit on the land, but yeah, still, it's like nowadays no higher up would ever do that.
I'm totally a peasant. I actually have a peasant costume.
Yeah, you were talking about
Gotta
buying
be
one.
peasant.
You
No, I
going
have
to
one.
you going to the Ren Fair in Holly?
Just once. And I got hammered.
I went a
And
few
was
years
yelling.
ago. There was like a norovirus outbreak or like a Hep B or something outbreak when I went there last time.
There?
Yeah, so someone
It
must have-
started there?
I mean, I could probably find this, but Ren Fair Holly.
That spreader event.
That's very Middle Ages. It sounds like a story that the Ren Fair would make
Yeah.
up
Right
because
here.
it's like Middle Ages diseases.
2018 festival goer has hepatitis A officials urge vaccination.
Whoa. Sounds like they were just trying to sell vaccines.
The disease can be fatal.
No, it was like
Better
really,
get
it was
vaxxed.
really muddy. It was really muddy for a few weeks, and like it can spread if you get that shit on you.
Speaking of that, I was watching the X-Files, and the episode that we watched was they were in the Arctic, and they did ice core samples down to 250,000 years old, and it brought up like these old worms that were like diseases. So you think about all the diseases that are buried in the ice sheets, that you could airborne pathogens that are in the ice sheets.
They probably shouldn't be doing that then if they know there's that's down there. They do some of that in the new season of True Detective, where they're trying to like prove that some company's polluting the water and ice. There's like a research station.
Intentionally?
Spoiler: they cover it up. Okay. But the last fourth season of True Detective is by far the worst. It's like the only one that actually had supernatural stuff in it. Like it shouldn't have even been called True Detective. I don't know why. Like it was a different
False
show.
detective.
It's like they were told they couldn't make a show without using a previous IP.
We haven't talked about Ian yet.
What topic from Ian? Oh,
Not about
His
well,
lack of comments.
yeah, Ian used to be a
What
fan.
happened to him?
He used to be a fan and comment on every episode, and then he just stopped.
We need you. We have at least I can count all of our fans on one hand. Ian,
He was a
P.
super fan.
my girlfriend,
My sister,
Courtney.
the two of my siblings are fans. Yes.
Anybody else? Do we have 5? Are we on one hand? Do we have another one?
Maybe that
Nostradamus.
Nostradamus.
There was that
All right.
Adam Nowak guy that was commenting early on, but I don't know what happened to him.
All right, we might be on two hands now.
that's
with
He's a
fans.
lurker.
He's a lurker.
So we're gonna need Ian. We need you on every episode to comment because we count on you for engagement, and I mean that.
As soon as you didn't comment, we said, "Hold up,
he commented
did we do
that
something wrong?"
this is all he has, so he must have got something else.
Damn, you're right.
You ditched
Shit.
us?
Yeah.
Probably for Joe Rogan.
No, he's not a Joe Rogan fan. He's a
H3.
no. What? No, dude. Ian's like he's like a fan of like Wheel of Time.
I don't even know what that is.
D&D.
It's one of the most famous fantasy book series.
Oh, I was right.
Ryan and Mark's dad's characters are all named after characters from those books.
Okay, I've never heard of this.
Malzette. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I don't know about Malzad, but he had another character that was named after it. They're big fans of that. Okay, set up this clip. Dan?
Rip it. Yeah. I mean, you guys know Corey Feldman, right? Legend. MJ, he worked with MJ, so.
Michael Jackson. That is right.
Yeah, he never touched the kids. And Corey's, he took a lot. He learned a lot from MJ. His dance moves, his rock star.
He's been performing as
capabilities.
MJ, right? Like
That's kind of his shtick, though. He's like, me and MJ, we practice together. So then he does like a lot of dancing like him, so it's cool.
All right. Anyways, here's Corey Feldman playing the guitar.
I just love he was like on ABC or some shit doing a show, and his like music and like costumes, and he's got like the angels. I don't know if you guys know about that shit, but it's funny. He just gets like the hottest chicks, and then he just doesn't pay them and shit.
He's fallen so far since the Goonies. And
No,
That's
he's only rising up.
hilarious.
He's gotten more popular. Look, he's doing the opening for the Fred Durst band. Like, come on.
Oh,
that's
whammy bar,
greatness right
whammy
there.
bar.
it's like he doesn't know how to play guitar, but he's like acting.
He clearly
The
does.
other song he played in one song, and all he did is he played off of one string. Just
I thought he was more of a singer.
He
Oh,
watched
yeah.
Back to the Future,
His
Dancing.
feedback.
trying to be Marty McFly.
Incredible. And people cheer for that? You're like, I don't know. I think that's the problem.
they're there
It's,
to see him.
it's like a meme.
Yeah, Corey Feldman, like, I didn't think, I thought there was a pretty good chance that Michael Jackson didn't touch those kids. But
He did.
how much Corey Feldman denies it makes me feel like he did.
I feel like if after this much time, because Macaulay Culkin was also, I believe the theory that Michael Jackson really didn't have a childhood and that he
Arrested
was
Development, right?
trying to get just be like a
Restore the youth.
unburdened kid.
He saw
And-
himself as a 10-year-old hanging out with those 10-year-olds.
And I don't want to say there's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, yeah, adult men shouldn't be hanging out with kids.
Alone at their ranch.
You got to mentor the children, you know.
But it being called the Neverland Ranch, it made sense because Neverland's a reference to Peter Pan, and maybe he had Peter Pan syndrome.
Yeah. I think it makes sense. I mean,
He only held his baby out a window one time. Like, chill.
And his baby's name was
Give him a
what?
break.
Yeah, his
Blanket.
baby's name was his baby named Blanket. Is Blanket an adult now?
I'm sure.
It's still a baby, dude.
Still a baby like South Park.
Oh my
Just
god.
forever a baby.
Blanket psyop. Blanket never existed.
Blanket Jackson. No wiki.
Probably a normal human being, if I
Doubt
had
it.
to guess.
Dude, it'd be so weird to spawn onto Earth as Blanket Jackson and just be like the heir to millions. And then like, she does have a wiki.
This is his daughter, Paris Jackson, but there's no
Oh.
fucking way she's related to him. Right?
Really? She's pretty white.
He's not white.
Right.
Okay.
Like his kids should be pretty much, you should be able to tell.
I mean, I assumed at best she was born through like IVF, right? But it does seem like maybe he wasn't the donor.
Man.
Who did he have a kid with?
Debbie Rowe, whoever Debbie Rowe is from.
That's weird. There's no picture on her wiki. Seems like a pretty famous person if she was. Oh, no. Please, no.
That answers the question.
There you go, man.
That is
Please,
not
no.
it.
It's gotta
Oh,
be.
it is her, isn't it?
Okay,
that is
it's definitely
fucked
it's
up.
definitely the mom, but I'm like saying there's no way that he's
Dude.
the dad.
This picture, okay, that makes Debbie
Why
Rowe
not?
look good.
This does.
Yes.
Debbie
You
Rowe
see that picture of
never-
Michael there?
Listen to me, dude.
That's
Debbie
fucked
Rowe
up.
never looked good. Okay,
Dude, that picture of Michael there.
this is a white baby.
It's just a white family.
White blonde babies.
Well, I guess like Halsey's black, right? I mean,
Halt.
are you just
Singer?
finding this out? Yeah, you just finding this out right now?
She's not black, is she?
Yep. Yep.
Her dad's black.
Um,
It's just like logic.
What's like the opposite of albinoism? Like, is that a thing?
Super melanin.
this is her dad.
I made that up, but dang.
This is Halsey's dad.
That's cool. I didn't know
So
that.
he's Puerto Rican.
He does look
now
Puerto
he looks
Rican.
black.
That's her right there, man.
Aw, that's cute.
She
Yeah, but it's not like
tried
the-
to come back recently, and everyone's making fun of her, so she doesn't want to do music anymore.
Wasn't she really popular? Why does everyone hate her?
Dude, 'cause she's
It
like,
was G-Eazy, the G-Eazy
that was
era.
a long time ago too. But it's
It's been a minute.
She got famous singing like Blink-182's "I Miss You" in the mall on like Tumblr.
Yep. Dang, you know the
Just,
Halsey lore.
Copycat.
That's all there is to know.
Oh, who is the blonde girl that was like singing for dubstep songs that was kind of just before Halsey? She's kind of like really tall, a little bit horsey looking. Ellie Goulding.
Yeah.
You knew.
I never saw what she looked like.
Yeah, she does. She's on that Skrillex song Summit.
Gives me a similar vibe to Halsey, where it's like they have this. It's almost like a lisp or something, or like some like accent.
I would
annoying.
Like yeah. Halsey's got the annoying like emo accent, but I'd say that Ellie Goulding is known for kind of singing with the British accent, which is weird because people don't usually have a British accent while singing. Yeah.
Yeah, they try to hide it.
Yeah.
Not a shame, as they should.
Man,
What about that song by Mike Posner? I took a Bill in Ibiza to show Avicii I was cool.
dude, Avicii's dead. Man.
Yeah, that song sucks.
Not my
Avicii was the best.
They had to take him out.
He OD'd
Dude.
on a fentanyl Xanny, didn't he?
Yeah,
No, he
well,
was. It was alcohol. I think pretty sure it was like liver failure.
I think we can look up how Avicii died.
It was. I know. I'm pretty sure. He was
Suicide.
That's what
It's-
they'll tell you.
Oh my
A
god.
broken wine bottle.
He slit his fucking wrists open with a wine bottle? God damn, I thought he just OD'd. Horrible.
He was a super good popular producer. By popular, I mean popular music.
Yeah, better than fucking David Guetta. Ugh.
Yeah. Because Avicii
Nope.
had that song.
It was levels. He had levels.
Yeah,
But I don't think he's as good as like Tiesto or anything.
Feeling my way through the
Oh, dude,
darkness.
But like, did he make that song or did he just find some old album?
I think he made that song.
I don't know about that, man. Avicii.
Like Led Zeppelin just steal songs.
They sample.
Sampled the whole song.
I get a good feeling.
Right here, yeah. Yes, right here.
Yeah.
It's a vocal sample of Etta James's Something's Got a Hold on Me.
Dude, that
That's
song
like
is
most
so
music,
good.
though. Right?
1962.
I gotta listen to that.
It's the same song without the EDM.
Right, which makes it worse.
Okay. Oh man. Oh, do you know Billie Eilish just put out that "Birds of a Feather" song? That's not new, right?
I
I
think
don't
it's
pay
new.
attention to.
But the
sounds
song,
Billie
the
Eilish.
song "Birds of a Feather," I swear that's a song that came out years ago.
We talked about Billie Eilish. I like Ocean Eyes.
That is so old.
I feel like I almost was able to cry listening to Ocean Eyes, and that means something. As a man that doesn't cry, I almost.
She's a good
was like,
singer, then.
As a man that
Yeah.
doesn't cry. Okay, "Birds of a Feather." It's been a lot of times here. Okay, yeah.
It's like
1968, 82, 98, 2024.
100 songs.
It's a fucking Fish song.
That's cool.
But like, I hate that like artists can just do songs that came out in like 95 now and no one knows it's a cover. Like
That's a lot of songs, really.
that
Luke Combs went like #1 this year with
Fast Car.
Fast Car.
Yeah, but like fucking Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die is on the radio again. Like, it hasn't been that long, right?
No, that's
Enough, dude.
It's been
That's been
20.
like
It's been
25
25 years. It's been 25.
okay. That's a long time.
But like, is that okay that people just reuse 25-year-old songs?
I'd rather they do, because otherwise our history means like nobody cares about our history.
Bring back the bangers. You know, do a little tweak on them. I can
Dude,
dig it. You know?
Weezer's Blue album, the kids
That's
aren't-
original though.
Well, I know, but like, okay, they're watching Kai Cenat. They don't know that the Blue album exists. You know what I mean? That's sad.
Wait, what's on? That's My Name Is Jonas, right? Does that have Island of the Sun or not?
Yeah, Say It Ain't, not Island in the Sun. Say It Ain't So. It's got My Name Is Jonas, Sweater Song, in the Garage,
That's my favorite, probably In the
Too many
Garage.
good ones.
Buddy Holly. Dude, this album,
Okay.
Classic.
The World Has Turned and Left Me Here. That's a good one.
oh my gosh.
Surf
man.
Wax America as well. I just watched them. They just did like a Spotify session or something. They played like this whole album.
Dude,
Pretty good.
Say-
insane.
I think Weezer, they still got it for now. Hey, for now, like, they're starting to get old.
They are.
Rivers, how old's Rivers Cuomo? Huh?
Let me guess, 52.
54.
Oh, I was close.
50.
I like guessing. This is one of my weird quirks for people. It's usually people I work with that I try and it's how I build rapport. I'll say, "Let me guess your middle name," and then I'll
Every woman you guess Elizabeth.
Yeah, that's fair. Anne.
I think
try
Elizabeth.
and guess
In
people's
Michigan,
middle names.
Elizabeth has to be the most common female middle name. Dan, what's your middle name?
Frank.
Like just
That's
Frank or
sweet.
Franklin?
I'm writing.
It's not Francis. It's straight up Frank.
I told you what it is. I'm
It's-
writing the diary of Dan Frank. It's gonna come out when I die. Pass it on.
Oh man.
What do you guys think about like Greta Van Fleet? You know, bands that sound and try to mimic sounds from other shit. Is that cool? Is that whack?
Okay, Greta Van Fleet. Like, I feel like their fans don't like that their singer's gay. Like the people that like that type of music also don't like gay people.
I didn't know he was gay.
Well, now you did.
That kind of makes sense. It's a little bit like Freddie
Look
Mercury.
at how they're dressed. They dress like the old school shit. So it seems like they're just literally trying to like rip off that kind of style. You
They're
know?
from fucking Frankenmoon.
I
thought they were from like Mackinac or something.
I don't listen to Greta Van Fleet, but
You should.
really right.
Well, have
I
you heard
should or I
Led
shouldn't?
Zeppelin? Have you heard Led Zeppelin?
And that's but I really respect them trying to have that aesthetic because like we're gonna listen to Migos again and freaking
No, listen,
Kai Cenat?
that's not the right take, dude. To me, like they're just redoing Led Zeppelin, right? Like do rock music that's original.
I mean that's fair.
It's
That's
crazy
fair.
that
It's like a parody.
but it's crazy there hasn't been like a big rock artist since fucking Creed.
Because you get
Nickelback.
sued,
Nickelback
dude.
was
Oh,
the
you
end.
had the same riff as this other song, so now you're fucked,
But
bro.
like Creed's
people
back.
come at you.
And everyone's so excited because Creed's back and fucking Stained is back.
Creed's good.
Can you sing a
Stain's
Stain
good.
song?
What it's fuck. Is it? It's been a while back by Stained. It's been a while.
Give me a Stained chorus.
Yeah, it's
like
been a while.
melody.
It's been a
Oh.
while. You know.
Since I have
Yes, you know immediately.
hold my head up high. It's been a while.
Yes, and Limp
Okay.
Bizkit is also still huge. There's no new rock artists. Like why?
Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman's like 50.
He's crushing.
That's still new.
What that other band's back too. I went to Ann Arbor like not that long ago, and
To
like
get
listen-
mushrooms?
No, it was my
Sorry.
it was my uncle's name change ceremony where he's becoming the patriarch of the family. But like I listened to 98.7
what?
over the.
We're just gonna
It's a
skip
Hmong.
over that?
It's a Hmong thing, man.
Why not you?
Because I'm not old enough yet. And also, I don't know if I'm gonna do that because I don't speak Hmong, you know.
Oh.
But it's like a traditional Hmong thing where like when you know how my grandpa died last year. Now my uncle Hugh becomes like the patriarch.
Oh, he's your uncle.
Yeah.
I thought he was your cousin. So like your
No.
level, he's a level up.
He's a level up. He is my mom's younger half brother.
But the thing is, your uncle's gonna die someday, and you will be Uncle Nick that needs to be the patriarch of the family. So
I think
be
I
inching
think
towards
my
that.
I think my uncle Yang would have to die, and then his son Steve would become the patriarch of the Yangs.
You're gonna let Steve be the patriarch over you?
Steve's my favorite
I'm
cousin.
not okay
yeah,
with
I
this.
would.
Okay.
He's about 2 weeks younger than me, but he's full Hmong. You know.
And
You got all this going, Nick. You got the shamanism, the patriarch thing.
It's called
And you're-
culture, dude.
Yeah, and you're not about it, dude. You got to get in there and dive in.
I look
Fill
into
it
it.
in.
I'm aware
Yeah.
of it.
Well,
Had to explain to my fiance that the men eat first, which is
that's
also
funny.
part of the culture. Well, normally like
That's
all
funny.
the dudes would be in the basement getting wasted, like at a long table.
Yes.
That's
I like
usually
that.
how it works.
they're
Can I
flip
come?
cupping.
Yeah, I'll invite you guys next time we have one of these things.
Yes.
It was a nice little get together. I see some cousins I haven't seen in a while.
Are they're all Hmong?
Yes,
Do they speak English?
yes.
Do
Oh,
they speak Hmong?
they were actually making fun of my cousin Justin for not being able to speak Hmong right. Like
Mm.
there's a few dialects or like subgroups of Hmong based on colors. Like we are considered white Hmong, not because I'm half white, but because, as my mom said, it's because that's the color we wear. But there's also green Hmong. There's a whole bunch of them. Like my aunt is a green Hmong, which is like a different dialect, different subgroup of Hmong people. But most of the
Is it
people
green because they live in the forest?
white Hmong. Let's look it up, man. Here we go. 3 dialects.
Oh, so the Hmong dialects,
Yep.
like when you speak Southern, that's like green.
Here we go. Hmong Da is white Hmong. Hmong Lang is blue or green. There's also a bunch I don't care about, but we speak the Hmong that I am is the most common one.
Give me some Hmong words.
I can't speak Hmong. Jota, I think it means damn it or get bit by a tiger.
Oh, I felt
we
like
talk-
that was like a slur or something that you were spitting out. Chukta.
I think
Mill?
Mika
Oh.
means like American or foreigner or something. They call white people Meek or like just Americans. They call them Mika. Like I can tell you I don't know a lot of Hmong words, but I know Mika do and Mika da, and that's the difference between white people and black people. Okay.
Which one's white and black?
Mika do is black. Mika da is white. I think.
Oh, that's interesting because you put black first instead of white. I kind of figured that you'd put white first.
You see how it says Hmong da here? That's white Hmong. See that right here? It's the same thing as that. So it's like in Spanish they put the adjectives last. I know you were just goofing, but
I know, I'm just goofing.
just it all makes sense.
Well, that's interesting because Hmong, it's not like there is a country that's, the Hmong country. They're like this
Mongolia.
subclass.
It's like a Native American group, or a tribe. Mongolia is Mongolians, okay? Hmong people
come
are like
on.
South China and like Laos, Vietnam.
They're not the same, is what
no,
we're saying, right?
No.
Sounds like
It
it.
says right here,
What the-
native to China, Vietnam, Laos, Myanmar, Thailand.
So the Uyghurs that we haven't heard about in a while
Western Chinese Muslims.
but the Hmong
They
are
meant
pagans.
Uyghurs.
What?
The Hmong are pagans, so they're not getting persecuted for being Muslim, right?
I mean, is that why? I think it's because they don't like non-Chinese culture in China.
Oh, the Uyghurs?
Yeah, because the Uyghurs are like essentially like closer to Middle Eastern culture.
Weird. Do they wear turbans?
Dude, the weird thing,
Or like burqas?
the weird thing is like in China they arrest the husbands and then they send in a Chinese dude to live with the wife to force the Chinese culture on the family. That's fucking weird. Okay.
I wouldn't want to be that dude where it's like, you're my wife now.
Yeah, they're sending
Borat.
we're sending your dad to a concentration camp, but here's your new dad. That's essentially
wild.
dude, it's going on right now.
And he shows up with a bag of chicken feet because America sends all their chicken feet to China. Did you guys know that?
I don't know if that's true. I've had chicken feet here.
It's true. No, the chicken chicken necks, chicken feet, all the extra chicken parts because we get chicken nuggets, chicken tenders. We got chicken breasts in America. We don't got chicken feet at Walmart. All the chicken feet go on a container and go across the ocean to China because they eat chicken feet.
I grew up with like a lot of like we went to like fucking Craigslist or like a local farm to get a chicken. So you had all the parts. It wasn't just going to Meijer to buy some chicken breast.
That's the Hmong in you coming out.
Yeah, but
You're buying live chickens off Craigslist.
My
What the
mom,
hell?
dude, I've gone with my mom to do it, and she'll fit like 8 of them in a little box. You grab it. It's crazy, dude.
You ever chop
them
a
around.
chicken's head off?
I think I talked about it in the pod, dude. When I was a little kid,
Yeah.
in my grandma's basement, they cut it off. It was spraying out, running around.
But you didn't do it.
No, I didn't do it. It was for the women. That's the culture.
Oh, the women do it. Okay.
Well,
I like these traditional Hmong rolls. I think we
No,
could
it's-
use that a little
I
bit.
don't know
in
about no.
American culture.
See, I don't like that because traditionally Hmong men get drunk and beat their wives, so I don't like that.
Ooh, no, that's not cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of respect for like most.
It could
Hmong
be like a
dudes.
positive beating, a positively drunk beating, right?
Sure.
All right, let's work through
Like
that.
it doesn't
one
have to
real
be
quick.
that bad. It can be like, oh, I'm gonna, and you just
Like a flick?
roughhouse.
It's probably the biggest reason I don't really respect elders.
I wonder how many.
Okay,
this is actually kind of fucked up, but I wonder how many domestic abuse beatings turn into sex. That's honestly fucked up. But honestly, that's fucking real. Is it not? That's real.
It's probably under 10%.
And what's fucked up about that is that, and that's a high percentage.
It's a thin line.
To be honest,
It's a thin line.
What's fucked up about that is that the women that have that subjected upon them, they have this now new idea of what sex like. It's a weird thing where you have pleasure and pain. That it's
listen. You're
That's
thinking you're thinking through the lens of white women right now, man. And okay, it's very different when
what's the lens of mom?
Okay, when you can expect your husband to beat you, you're probably not into that.
Oh, if it happens again and again.
What causes that though? What brings it on? Like what would be the reason?
Probably the same reason white women are really into like murder mystery shit.
But like, would they get beat because they're like, no, I don't want to have sex, or like,
what are you talking about, man? It's just
So there is a higher percentage of women that are into rape fantasies.
White women,
certainly more than men. I don't know what that's about, but it's probably the same kind of correlation where it's like, I don't know, man. I believe in consensual, normal, vanilla sex.
Thanks,
we don't need to be raping people, getting drunk and beating women. Like, guys, cool it. I mean, you're projecting. If you're beating a woman, I mean, you should just beat your dick or something else. Don't be beating women.
Just kill yourself.
I mean, fair.
All right. Good episode. This is episode 19 of the Drag and Drop podcast. We are into consensual relationships on the pod.
Amen.
If you haven't done something, you might as well try it before you knock it. Right? Anyways.
No, Dan, I recall you telling me a story about you not wanting to try that. Okay.
Try what?
The pretending to be a non-consensual thing.
I mean, if she's open to it, it's role play.
This had to be over 5 years ago. Do you remember this?
I said a lot of shit, so I don't.
All right.
I don't remember that, but
all right, let's pretend I didn't.
I don't think you're wrong. I just think, yeah.
In a role play setting, that's consensual. But in a rage setting, go to jail. You know what I mean?
Rage role play. I'm gonna role play a drunk husband beating their wife. This is consensual, right?
Dress like Eminem. Yeah, they did call it a wife beater. You guys ever wear those?
Oh, we should get.
I never had the courage. I need one.
We should get wife beaters and the
the wig thing.
The wigs from the 1700s. Wife beaters and wigs
right.
For the pod, dude. We'd go viral.
We're just that. You guys can see my big ass birthmark.
You have another one?
No, I'll show that if we're wearing wife beaters.
We should do that. We should wear some more costumes.
We're talking about men's tank tops. Okay.
Right.
Yes. For the people that don't know what that is. But let's wrap it up.
We drop the pod every Friday at 12:15. We want you to listen. We want you to comment. We want you to have fun with us. We do this because we like to be friends with each other. We had a DM on our phones for 5 years, and one day it was like, hey, let's do a podcast. And here we are 19 weeks later doing it for us, but also for you. This is public content. We talk about saucy topics. If you made it this far, you just heard our last conversation, and you know there's more of that to come. So tune in next time for episode 20 of the Drag and Drop podcast.
Thanks for watching. Please like the video. It takes half a second, costs you nothing. Maybe leave a comment. Maybe post it in your Discord. Until people tell you to stop. I was recently kicked out of the Grand Rapids Discord for doing it for 18 weeks in a row. So,
damn,
that was our main network.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for watching. See you next time.
Thank you.